Welcome to Aron City, hometown of Johnny Bravo, where his misadventures begin. Aron City Park hosts quirky events and parades that Johnny inevitably disrupts. Johnny Bravo is buff, big-haired, and overconfident. His flirting backfires. Bravo Residence is Johnny's home, where he lives with Mama Bravo and dreams. Bunny Mama Bravo is Johnny's eccentric, devoted, and meddling single mom. Little Suzy is the sweet but pesky neighbor who ropes Johnny into her schemes. Carl Krenistwitz is Johnny's nerdy pal who tags along with advice ignored. Pops runs the local diner. He's a gruff but caring figure to Johnny and Carl. Pop's Moon Palace is infamous for secret ingredients and unsanitary cooking. Bobo is the masked cook, strong, silent, and surprisingly timid. Stinky Brownstein. She's got a reputation that precedes her by a few meters. Johnny learned to hold his breath. $1.03 store is Johnny's go-to, but once it failed him in a hair gel crisis. Mr. Kevin's Inc. makes Johnny's beloved triple-strength hair cement. Heather Asplund, a red-headed bombshell just like Johnny. They even went on a bizarre blind date. Mitzi is a seductive cat burglar who steals priceless artifacts for profit. A hair salon visit for Johnny is serious. His blonde pompadour must be perfect. We Be Mirrors, a funhouse mirror shop in town. Johnny loves mirrors. Of course he does. Bonnie, the president's daughter. Johnny took her on a White House date and caused an international incident. Flick Movie Theater is where Johnny spills popcorn more than makes romantic moves. Melinda is an eco-activist and actress who rejects Johnny's antics. Convention Center. From art shows to comic cons, Johnny finds new crowds to embarrass himself in. Rootsy is a nature-loving tribal woman who falls for Johnny after a flower gift. Hot Winds Spa. Johnny's spa day. Mud baths, cucumbers, and a lesson in relaxation, sort of. Aunt Katie is a cheery children's show host Johnny tried to impress as Piggy Pig. Little Talkie Tabitha is Suzy's talking doll, and she has a mean streak. Droppings Restaurant, an upscale pizzeria where Johnny spied on Mama's date, undercover in a monkey suit. Donny Osmond, the real-life singer, appears as Johnny's incredibly cheerful babysitter. Jungle Boy, a strong kid hero swinging on vines, Johnny's jungle buddy who saves the day and animals. King Raymond, a self-centered ape who calls himself king, constantly jealous of Jungle Boy. Christopher is a giant purple elephant Johnny met on Amazon Island, very loyal. Melissa, Amazon woman Johnny encountered, proving he's not ready for strong women. Lois, a pretty vampire girl Johnny wooed at the Spicy Marimba Club, date night got batty. Spicy Marimba, a lively nightclub where Johnny danced with a vampire, talk about a night to remember. Marina Draskovic, an elegant dame Johnny met abroad. She outclassed our big lug at every turn. Becky the Moose briefly became Johnny's wife and adored him endlessly. Escaped Gorilla, a literal 800-pound gorilla on the loose. Johnny once played zookeeper. It didn't end well. Mary is a red-headed zookeeper from the pilot episode of Johnny Bravo. Skull Island is a remote jungle isle where Johnny encountered something huge. Giant ape. On a tropical jaunt, Johnny met a giant ape king and promptly offended him. Kronos, a time-obsessed giant grizzly bear, cranky if you mess with his precious clocks. Ghostly Gardener, a haunted garden spirit, Johnny's Halloween run-in with a lawnmower-wielding ghost. Jebediah Bravo, Johnny's great-great-grandma, flashback alert, even she had more charm with the gents. The talking lobster that gave Johnny lip at a seafood restaurant and lived to tell the tale. Derek, Johnny's childhood rival, still bitter that Johnny's hair grew taller than his. Maurice, Johnny's bumbling guardian angel. He showed Johnny how the world would be without him. Big Brother, a tyrannical future TV host who rules the world. Johnny clashed with him in a dystopian adventure. Prince Hondo, jungle royalty with swagger. Even Johnny's impressed, for once. Sensitive Male, a self-professed love guru who sang Johnny a lesson in sensitivity, later exposed as a fraud. Raul Montoya dated Mama Bravo, but she threw him off a cliff for dissing Johnny. The Museum of Extremely Dangerous Things. Johnny on a museum trip. What could go wrong? Hint, everything. Tude Models Agency. Johnny tries modeling, strikes a pose and breaks the camera. Oops. Weird Al Yankovic, the parody music legend guest stars as himself, giving Johnny a hilariously over-the-top makeover. Lawrence, a smooth-talking lounge lizard who one-upped Johnny at karaoke night. Double Chin Dude Ranch, Johnny's slapstick cowboy misadventure with Mama Bravo. John Merrick Elementary School, Johnny once spoke at Suzy's class, a lesson in unintended comedy. Schuyler Colfax Grammar School, another school appearance, where Johnny's cool factor gets schooled. Scoop This Ice Cream is the town's favorite, and Johnny can't resist a cone. Shirley, aka Leo, a pilot from the Christmas special, he flies Johnny and Suzy to the North Pole. Skate Park, where Johnny tried to impress skater girls and ended up eating asphalt. Smelly Raymond, the town's stinkiest man, even Johnny couldn't handle a bromance here. Fatty Nuggets, a fast food joint Johnny frequents. Burgers, shakes, and heartburn. Moby Jerk, a giant whale Johnny tangled with at sea. Call him Ishmael, baby. Blimpo Mart, the superstore of snacks. Johnny can't resist those Fatty Nuggets deals. Joe's Market, the neighborhood grocery where Johnny's antics sometimes spill into the aisles. Meatorama, all-you-can-eat meat buffet, where Johnny learns his limits the hard way. Animal Shelter, Johnny's attempt at pet heroism. Chaos inevitably ensues among the critters. Krailman's Dental College trains dentists. Johnny wisely avoids it. Carol, Johnny even dated an antelope named Carol. It was wild, literally. C.D. Biggins is a hip-hop star Johnny met, but his rhymes fell flat. Chez Schucher, a fancy restaurant Johnny visits, fine dining and disaster on the menu. Pantene Claw, a villain with fabulous hair. Johnny's pompadour paled in comparison to this shampoo fiend. The Recording Studio, where Johnny cut a terrible demo and met Weird Al for that makeover magic. Yoga Studio, Johnny attempts yoga to meet babes. Flexibility? Not his strong suit. If you enjoyed this trip through Johnny's wild world, like and subscribe for more fun.